When working to get the perfect embroidery tension setting on the Bernina 560, you really need to test out your design, test the threads you're using, and of course, it all matters what you put in your bobbin. So for me, I have a very lightweight bottom line thread here. I have the embroidery bobbin case, that's the one with the gold latch that came with the embroidery module, and that's the one that has the little pigtail, so the thread is wrapped around there. But there's times where even a lightweight thread like this one, for some reason, might give a little white thread on the top. Now that's always hard to see when the fabric is of a lighter color, especially white. But if you ever see where your stitches are not totally forming, let me just point out, like right where I started here, I have a little bit of white stitching or white thread coming up. And that's only because those stitches are so small and the machine was going so fast. So what I truly want is when I look on the back side, number one, I do want to see color on the back side. That's the top thread being pulled to the back. But when those stitches start to get a little small, what we need to do, and this is done in the embroidery side, let me see if I can, it's going to want a hoop, I can tell. Here we go. Yes, I will put the hoop back on. At any given time, always do what the machine is requesting. Here we go. To get to the screen you're going to. But this would be where you can go. You can adjust the tension. So 2.0 is kind of where normal is. So if you ever get bobbin thread on top, which can happen, reduce that tension down to a smaller number. Do not be afraid to do this. You truly need your embroidery to look the best on the top, and if that means that you have to bring your tension down to 1, then that is the setting that you're embroidering at for that day. One thing we also find is that if you haven't had your machine serviced or you haven't taken time to clean and oil this area down here, you find over time things loosen up, and this bobbin tension needs to be a little bit tighter, and so you keep loosening it and loosening it and loosening it, and all of a sudden you realize that you're embroidering on such a small number and you're not getting the results that we're showing you. That's the time where you need to have your machine serviced. So if it's been a while, we always say once a year, and some of you embroiders who embroider a lot, this is truly when you start to notice, okay, the machine really needs to kind of be tuned up, everything kind of put back to factory settings, because I've used it so much it's kind of gotten a little loose. So keep that in mind. If you get all the way to the lowest setting of your tension and it's not giving you the results that you're at, you do want to have your machine serviced.